If you are a fan of kimchi, you are going to love, love, love bibimbuksu. Yep, that is what we're making today. Cold kimchi noodles called bibimbuksu. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. Now for those of you that are new to Modern Pepper channel, Modern Pepper offers Korean cooking lessons for authentic Korean dishes as well as Korean fusion dishes. So if you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. Yep, today we will be making 비빔국수. Bibim means to mix and guksu means noodles. So it's 비빔국수. That is your cold noodles with kimchi sauce. Yes, kimchi sauce. That's what we're gonna make. And to make this kimchi sauce, obviously you need really, really good kimchi. So make sure you are using kimchi that's like perfectly fermented, where it is slightly sour, but not really, but it's still sweet because it's just at that peak of fermentation. I'm like salivating in my own mouth right now thinking about kimchi. So if you don't know how to properly ferment your kimchi when you bring it home from the store, make sure to check out my video on how to ferment and store your store-bought kimchi, and I'll have that link in the description box below. So let's first get started on making our kimchi sauce for our bibimbuksu. So simple and so good. A tablespoon of gochujang. Ooh, so pretty. And a half a tablespoon of honey. Half a tablespoon of brown rice vinegar. And a tablespoon of finely chopped green onions. And a quarter cup of kimchi juice. Yep, kimchi juice. And we need 1 cup of chopped up kimchi. And a half a teaspoon of sesame oil. This perfume, I wish somebody would bottle it. It smells so good. It's that refreshing smell of kimchi, and then you can smell this sort of vinegary, garlicky, and salty fragrance from the kimchi, and then the sesame oil that we added, it's like it just brings everything together. So you get the smell of this like really rich, buttery, creamy sesame oil taste. Okay, let's taste it. Oh, that's you. Sorry, I mean, if I could feed you, I would literally feed you. And by the way, this should not taste sweet. In general, Korean food is not sweet. Although people like put way too much sugar on Korean food, and that really makes me sad because Korean food is not meant to be sweet. Some Asian foods are meant to be sweet and they're delicious that way, but not Korean food. So the noodles that we're using today is called Somen. And it is super thin. It is thin as your Italian angel hair pasta. These are so good. These are also used to make makguksu, which is in this delicious anchovy broth. And I will do a separate video on that. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to click on that subscribe button and that notification bell, because makguksu with somen noodles, if you've never had it, you must have it. That's how delicious it is. It's so good. So if you look on the packages, it is spelled S-O-M-E-N. So some people might pronounce it as Somen, but it's not. It's So-myeon, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm just teaching you phonetic pronunciation. So I have a couple tips I'm going to share with you when it comes to Somen noodles. When you go to a Korean grocery store, even if it's a mom and pop store, you are going to see a vast selection of these noodles, okay? So it could be a little overwhelming. So my tip is just spend a little more. Like, you know, it's a matter of spending $2 or $3 more. And the noodles will taste significantly better. It'll cook better. It'll hold its elasticity better, and you won't get as bloated. And these guys are really not that expensive to begin with. And this big package will literally feed at least 20 people. Tip number 2. So my rule of thumb is using the diameter of a quarter coin, and that's usually a good way to measure the amount for one serving. Tip number 3. When you make Korean noodles, it is absolutely critical that you get all your garnishes everything ready because there is a huge difference when you cook these noodles and consume it within the first 5 minutes of cooking. The first 5 minutes, the noodles will be nice and moist, it'll be soft, but it'll also have its elasticity. 10 minutes later, it'll be sticky and bloated. Speaking of garnishes, so that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna prepare our garnishes before we cook our noodles. Get on high heat for 5 minutes and place it in an ice bath and let it cool down for 10 minutes. Bring your water to boil. Now you have to keep an eye on these noodles because it will start to bubble over. So do not cover with the lid. Make sure your heat is still at medium high to high. It's been about 2 minutes. So we're gonna do a quick taste test. So take one out, dip it in some cold water to cool it down, and then have a taste. It should taste nice and chewy, but not mushy. If it's mushy, you overcooked it. Then you want to pick it up with your hands and rinse the noodles. This is a way to cool down the noodles quickly and also to wash off the excess starch that's on the noodles. Shake off the excess water like so. And all this washing and cooling down should take no more than 60 seconds. And notice how I'm going straight from the sink, from washing this to here. And of course, always put on your disposable kitchen gloves because the last thing you want to do is mix this and have your hands smell like kimchi for days. Who wants that? I mean, I love the smell of kimchi to consume, but not as my wearable perfume. Now it's time to eat. But before we start, I'm going to show you how I like to upgrade my bibimbuksu with a little bit of something something, which is this liquid. It's my Korean cucumber soup. It's cold broth. It's so refreshing, and I just like to add a little bit, like less than half a cup, like that. And I'll show you why in a little bit, but you're going to appreciate this little bit of this extra delicious broth that's just going to take your Bibim Guksu to another level. So just hold on, it's coming, it's coming. All right, now I'm going to dig in and start like getting messy. You got to get messy and take all this apart, which is so pretty, but somebody has to do it, so I will. So push everything to the side like that. Go down the middle and just pick up and lift. All right, I got a little bit of everything in here into my mouth. Here we go. You know how kimchi is so good and satisfying? So imagine that with kimchi gochujang sauce with noodles. I can't speak right now. Now, let me just show you the liquid on the bottom. Does that look good or what? This is how you enjoy your broth. And in Korean culture, when you have noodles, it is absolutely okay to pick it up and drink from the bowl. And also slurping, it's absolutely okay to slurp when you have Korean noodles. Okay, now to our egg. So you want to make sure you dunk it in the delicious broth that we have here. I put a little bit of everything, piece of kimchi, cucumber, a little bit of toasted seaweed. Oh boy. Oh, and the cucumber and the lettuce just adds that like crunchy, refreshing taste in your mouth. Sorry, I have to finish this. If you love kimchi, you're going to be in love with bibimbuksu. It's just a natural spiciness that you get from kimchi. It's kind of garlicky and slightly vinegary, but not sour. It shouldn't be sour. And just slightly, ever so slightly sweet. This is not meant to be a sweet dish. The Somen noodles are so velvety and silky and just the right amount of carb paste in your mouth together. I don't know why I'm whispering because this is so good. I'm like so happy. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now because I could go on and just like devour this whole thing, which I will in a minute. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on that thumbs up icon. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do click on that bell icon so that you will be notified next time I upload my video. And live a glorious life eating more kimchi every day, because kimchi is so good for you. Not only makes my belly happy, but it makes me happy up here. I mean, it's just good. It just makes me feel so good after. Oh, this is so good. And I want to thank you so much for watching. So until next time, happy Bibim Guksu time with your friends and family. Bye now. All right, I'm gonna go finish this. See ya.